If I'm honest, I think I could have been with that when I was younger. So if my ex-husband, if he treated me like that, we would be living like that and it would have been fine because we got married young and everything, and that's all I knew. But now that I've had to grind, I've had to go through struggles and stuff, I've had to put myself in certain situations. It will take a lot for me to decide to get into that.
I think I'd want
Time out. This, fellas, did you hear what she just said? Did you listen to what she just said?
Swag right, feeling crispy clean. Girl, I'm the flyest mother you've ever seen. So much money.
Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast. I'm your host, Michael May, and today we're going to talk about this bullshit right here. Wow, that was a lot for the beginning of the video. Okay, I don't do retakes. Welcome to the Hear Me Out podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about this shit here. A continuation of the Just Pearly's video, one of her other videos. Like, I wanted to break these things down in little pieces because some of the fuckery in these videos is crazy. Alright, hear me out. First of all, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, turn on notifications so you get all my videos when they drop. I'm dropping nothing but heat for y'all, but hear me out. Fellas, have I not been telling you guys all on my Instagram, all in the videos? I'm joking. Have I not been telling y'all women don't want to be traditional when they're younger? Because when they're hot and they bad and their bodies like click, 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 pow. They don't want you to. They don't want the good guys. They don't listen, fellas. I want you to listen. Can you please just listen to the women talk? Why, fellas? Hear me out. Somebody once said to me, they said, if a woman tells you who she is, believe her, because she's telling you the truth. Listen to what I've been saying to you guys this whole time. Let's get into this Just Pearly things. I'm always telling you guys, Just Pearly, she is she's in danger, y'all. Like, I'm telling you, like, Pearly is speaking about too much realness, and they're gonna come for her at some point in time. And but Just Pearly, anytime you ever come to the States, you good bread. I got Navy SEALs for you. I got people to sit there. You have security up the yin yang. You'll be super protected. But yeah, let's get into this video though right here, because this right here is gonna hit some of y'all over the head. And some of my fellas who be arguing with me, let's get into this. I stutter a lot. When I get excited, I stutter too much. But deal with it. Let's go.
Maybe deemed by the likes of you guys, I'm no longer traditional.
I feel like you can go through periods as well. Like when you're younger, you might be like non-traditional, and as you get older, you start to learn, okay, maybe there's some value in being a bit traditional.
But that's
the whole point.
Yeah.
You decrease in value.
Yeah. Like the whole point is like girls want to sleep around in their 20s and then at 30 run to a man, and like but you've lost the things that men value by the time you're 30. You're no longer pure. You're no longer youthful, and so men are kind of tired of it, because what happens is they'll date the bad boys, the rappers, whatever, in their 20s, and then they hit 30. One guy thinks like this is his lucky ticket. This girl's super into him, but she just wants kids. And like
pause. I've been saying this for too long already. Fellas, when you see a woman, first of all, it's so important for you to ask a woman her age. Hey, how old are you? Hey, I'm 30. You have to really start paying attention. When she says 30, 32, 30, start paying attention, because the clock is winding down. Now she's trying to hit a buzzer beater. I need y'all fellas to understand me. Hear me out. This is a dangerous concept. Why? Because I posted a video on my Instagram. Go follow me over there at Michael May Forever. I posted a video that I've even explained it to my wife. There was a young woman, beautiful, hot, beautiful woman. When she was younger, she was freaking hot. Now, 10 plus years went by, and I recently spoke to her, and she's still single. Past age 35, probably gonna struggle with having kids. But the funny thing is this: you would think somebody so beautiful, where is her relationships? Where is her marriage? Where is her? You wanna know why? Because when women are young, there are so many mistakes that are being made that they don't even see it's gonna be detrimental for them later on as they get older. But what ended up happening was this. Oh, and I posted it on my Instagram, the text of me telling her, back then I told you, no one's gonna value you the way I do. But then guess what? What happens is this: chicks get ran through, and then later on down the road, like Kevin always says, "Hey, big head." Why? Because now when they're worth nothing, when their value is like on the floor, now they expect you guys, like Pearly Things just said. Now, let's be honest. There's gonna be some guys who are gonna be suckers, but now it's like, oh my gosh, she wants me. She's still so hot, fellas. All right. I probably shouldn't share this personal story. I'm not going to share it. It's too obvious. But I know dudes that have waited for women and to end up getting a shitty ass deal. But like she said, they feel like, oh my God, I got the best thing in the world. When actually what you're doing is that woman settled for you. You wasn't her first choice. You understand what I'm saying? But what Pearly Things is saying is 1,000% correct, because you have a lot of men out there right now who, like, I speak to guys all the time, like, yo, I'm saying, I want to find me a nice girl. I'm like, fam, focus on your career. Focus on your life, because they're going to be there. They're going to be there. And the thing is this, and it is so true. Now that I'm a much more older, much more mature man, like, the value of the women that I see that are interested in me, that speak to me, that converse with me, it's like a whole nother level. And it's like, I don't even waste time talking to women who aren't even like, oh my, it's crazy. But like I said, but the beautiful thing is this: I have somebody to speak to about it. I speak to my woman about everything. Most of y'all don't have that. And my lady is young. When I met her, I got like 12 years on her. Let's just leave it at that, right? But nonetheless, let's get back into this. But just Pearly Thing is saying the right thing. Fellas, stop falling for these Hail Marys. And I always say it, always date younger women. I'm going to continue to go on for that. Listen, but what Coach Greg always says, junior college, like, let's go. Listen, there's a rapper I used to work with. His name was Luck, right? He used to say, I take them 18 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy. Listen, if it's legal, go with it. You understand? Because a lot of these older women, they're gonna be frustrated, and they're gonna show their frustration because they understand, like Pearly Things just said, these chicks want to deal with all. Hear me out. All these young girls are like, oh, I want to deal with these hot guys, and then by the time they get older, all of them just ran through them, and now they want a good man. But fellas, hold the fucking line. We're not dealing with that shit. But let's keep going.
She really feels like she's settled for him. She gets the kids and then half the time leaves.
Yeah.
Can I ask the ladies a question in the room? Do you want a traditional man? And when I say traditional man, I mean the kind, because if you're going, depends how far back you want to go. But we're talking like, he tells you, listen, it's his rules in his house, right? So it's kind of like you utterly submit to him, right? Yeah, he's paying the bills, he's protecting you, all of those things. But like, there are pros of being traditional, but there's the other side of the coin that you have to accept as well. Yeah. So I guess I'm asking, do you guys want a traditional man?
Are you looking at me? So if I'm honest, I think I could have been with that when I was younger. So if my ex-husband, if he treated me like that, we would be living like that, and it would have been fine, because we got married young and everything, and that's all I knew. But now that I've had to grind, I've had to go through struggles and stuff, I've had to put myself in certain situations, it will take a lot for me to decide to get into that.
I hear that.
I think I'd want a
Time out. This, fellas, did you hear what she just said? Did you listen to what she just said? She said because she had to struggle, because she had to go through so much things, so many different things to get to where she's at. It'll take her a lot. Why do you think Coach Greg, Donovan, Kevin, Mediocre Tutorials, Poor Man Podcast, Shit Shazette, Tom Liken, why do you think all these men have been telling you for so many years? Date younger women. She just told you, she just admitted on a public platform that she's damaged, that she's hurt, and she holds a certain level of resentment. She's hurt. She hurt. So no, because she had to go through all of this, she refuses. She refuses to go back to being traditional. And like she said, it'll take her so much, fellas, I told y'all this, for a woman who has gone for too long being, I don't need no man, I'm this and I'm Miss Independent, for her to turn back to being traditional, it's gonna take her so much. She rather just, I said in my last video, just fucking stay the same way you stay the way you are, because you're gonna waste your life. Because it's going to take you 10, 15 years to break the bad habits. And then by then, he's going to leave you anyway. You're already so old. You're already cashed out. You're already out of the dating pool.
Mixture.
Yeah.
Like my husband, I think he is a mixture in terms of, obviously his word is final, but he lets me do what I want to do. There's no restriction on that, on me. So I
still think that's traditional though.
Okay.
That is not traditional.
Restriction is necessarily
Like if.
But I want to stop it right here, right? But hear me out. This is something that is important, right? I keep telling y'all guys, women are going to try to get y'all to be like 50-50 traditional and 50-50 modern. Hear me out. Help me out. Hear me out. There are so many reasons as to why I love how my woman operates. She'll sit here. Listen, her mom will be like, hey, I want to come over and we're going to XYZ, let's hang out and watch a movie or whatever the case may be, right? And she'll be like, oh my God, that's so cool. We should do that. Give me 1 second. Let me call my king and see, make sure that it's good. That we same house. This is her house, mom. But she gives me the respect. I don't bring nobody here without running it by her. Listen, hear me out. One thing my grandmother always told me was this. She always said, discuss everything with your partner. My grandmother used to say, she used to say, I don't care if you want to get a new cereal. Tell them, hey, you know what? I think this time I want to get Golden Crisp. Get that. There are times that my lady doesn't eat my cereal. I necessarily don't eat her cereal. Even like my son likes what's that freaking Frosted Mini Wheats? It's the worst cereal in the world. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That was wrong. But it's like I love Raisin Bran, Golden Crisp, Captain Crunch, Crunch Berries, and all kind of stuff. And my lady likes like Fruity Pebbles or like Cocoa Pebbles and things. So like there are times where we'll mix and match, but for the most part, she'll get her things and I'll get mine. But even when she goes shopping, hey, I noticed your cereal was running low. Do you want that cereal or would you like another cereal? What's the problem? But most of you women can never do this because you don't understand what it is to have respect for the head of the house, which is your man. I'm sorry. I don't have no man. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. That was kind of wrong. That was wrong. I'll work on myself. Hear me out. This is the issue. I'm telling you, I'm going to be coming with real receipts. One of these days, I may not put her on camera, but I'll let her just talk to you guys. You know what I'm saying? So you guys can see, like, what I'm saying is the truth. It's authentic. Like, for most women to become the woman they need to be to get into a traditional relationship where a man's going to want to take care of you, you know how much work you're going to have to do for that? Stay by yourself. Like, you heard the lady right here in the middle where she was like, she's getting to the point where she thinks that she's going to be alone for quite a long time. At least she's getting ready. At least she's preparing for it. But y'all already know what time it is, man. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, turn on notifications. I'm your host, Michael May. This is the Hear Me Out podcast, and we out.